My name's Irene Dundas. My Tlingit name is Kahla. I am Zakwati killer whale, and I'm Nechadi Yatki. I am the child of a Nechadi. That's the highest honor that you can give to your father's people, saying that you are a child of his people. My mother is Lorraine Shields, and my father is the late Lawrence Shields or Wayne Shields of Saxman. I am from Cake. I grew up in Saxman. So it's always wonderful being out on the water with Gloria. Good company. The film crew, all of you guys were good company. The captain. I caught fish. Oh, look, I got 2 of them.
She's got like a whole gaggle on her. You got 2. Oh, nice, Irene. A nice size one.
These rigs are fun for that reason too. How hungry is everybody?
I only eat halibut.
You only eat halibut? You will not eat rockfish?
No.
Are you sure?
Just get them all.
I don't eat rockfish. I caught some rock cod and I caught a halibut. And I don't eat rock cod or rockfish. And so I kind of said to the world, I only eat halibut. And as we're pulling up into the channel there, and we set our lines down to catch halibut, and I caught a beautiful fish. I say it was now 50 pounds, but it really probably was only 40 pounds. And then Keenan says it's 20 pounds, but it was a beautiful fish. It was nice. We ate some of that fish up at the camp, and that was good. That was good food. I think that we stated it, and it came out, and stated it to the universe, and there was halibut.
It's just so nice to be out here in this space. I think I just, I appreciate the invitation by the Social Services Department. I'm the president of Ketchikan Indian Community right now, and so it's always fun to be with the staff and see what's going on and get excited about the wonderful programs and healing things that are happening all over the organization. And, we're joined, of course, for those of you, you all know that Irene is a former president of Ketchikan Indian Community, and she works in the Cultural Resources Department now. But I just have to say that we have such talented people, but it's so nice to be here in this space. I think it was, 3 years ago that we really started to really appreciate this relationship with Chuck. And, during that time, it just amazed me what volunteerism comes out of this organization, because so many of our elders were enriched and fed, and it was just so nice to have that, because it was something they hadn't been able to experience. And so I think, during COVID, you kind of lost your connection with all the people you wish you could have maintained your connection with. So I think it's just really great to be here in this space, getting to talk about medicines and plants and foraging, and be with people who are on a learning, healing path, and that are all just kind of sharing their knowledge and information. And so Tlingit, they don't like to leave songs dropping to the floor, and I'm nobody's Tlingit opposite here, I think that I can call on Marcy and Ulop to come stand by me, and we'll sing a song. We're Haida people who, we don't claim traditional ownership of this area. We traveled up and down in all sorts of areas and had fish camps, and we have grown to love and respect our neighbors, the people of this area here on Tlingit Aani. And so I think that we're being served food, so I think it's appropriate to feast song around, huh? Yeah. Shall we do the, I want to do the Skidegate women's version of the feast song. So traditionally, Haidas, we would sing this song when people are getting served their food, so it's perfect. And if you know it, you're welcome to join us. Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, oh,
So out in Saxman, there are these two beautiful big cottonwood trees. They're both on the points. It almost is like they're the entry of Saxman, and then one probably maybe was at the exit of Saxman. But both trees were planted by Henry Denny Sr. He is a Takeaway of the Sanyaa Kwáan, the Cape Fox Saxman people. And when he was a young man, he went up to the Unic River, and he had gotten those two cottonwoods when they were saplings. And when the people moved from Cape Fox Village to Saxman, he planted those two saplings in Saxman. And so there's now the two cottonwood trees, which are not native to Ketchikan, have two eagle nests in them. So they're big, beautiful trees. And in the summertime, well, actually not even in the summer, well, it's probably fall, they have the cotton that just kind of lingers on a sunshiny day. It's so beautiful. But yes, those are in Saxman. They're really, really beautiful trees. Oh gosh, look at all these berries. I like freak out every time I see berries because there's so many of them this year. I think it's because of the weather, the sun. Because last year we went and picked, there wasn't any. But we don't pick just along the sides. We really get into the bushes and really, really pick. I get bruised up, I get hurt, scratches, bug bites. And I'm deathly afraid of moths. I'm not afraid of moths when I'm berry picking. I'm like, oh, look at that orange one. And then I'll be like, oh, here we go. I get excited about picking. See, look. Look at that red one right there. Oh. I make get fruit cocktail and freeze it all, and then I don't freeze the fruit cocktail, the canned fruit cocktail, and then unthaw the berries in a bowl with the fruit cocktail on top of it, and then slice up bananas. And then usually with blueberries, that's also at a potlatch. That's like the main dessert. Everybody like waits for the salmonberry fruit cocktail blueberry mix. And they serve it in cups. And yeah, they're delicious. So anyways, our family is just berry pickers. We, since I was a little girl, we've picked berries. My grandmother always picked berries. I think our whole family always picked berries. I would go to Cake in the summertime, and then in winter I would live in Saxman, and my dad is from Saxman, so we have my mom and my parents had a house in Saxman, and then we'd go visit my grandma in Cake. And Cake is a really small village. Probably 1,200 when I was a kid. I don't know how big it is now. But we've always went berry picking. We'd go off into a boat, go into probably about when we were seaweed picking too, or the end of seaweed season, we'd go berry picking. And it was just something we did. It wasn't, you know, this new thing that we're doing now. It was just something that was done. It was a part of our everyday life, that this is what we did during the summertime and during these months. Like, I know on July 7th or on July 8th, 9th, 10th that we will be going out berry picking, because that's when the berries are the most ripe. So it's just something we do. My husband, my kids, well, my kids are away now, but my son was here. We'd all be berry picking. My husband and I enjoy berry picking, and we will pick and pick and pick. And a lot of the times we don't keep, I mean, this is the berries that we have here is for my son's, part of it's for his ceremony, and then we will gift some away. And then I probably will gift some to other ceremonies that they have throughout the winter, as part of my donation to the family. A couple weeks ago, we went out to go look for sea asparagus, and it was early, maybe, I don't know, maybe late April, early May, and we went out to look for sea asparagus, and we seen a pod of killer whales go by, and well, they were kind of off in the distance, and there was a little, it looked like a little baby killer whale, and then like maybe one that was, you know, a child or something, and then there was like a mother and maybe an aunt following it, or following the two. And then we slowed the boat down, and they were just passing by us, and you know, it was really wonderful to see them. I mean, just to see just the small, you know, the little fin come up, and we're like, oh my goodness sakes. And we got real quiet, and then two bigger killer whales, like a male. So the little pod was going away from us, and then the bigger male, and it might have been like a teenager, like passed by us like 10 feet, was right in front of us, and it was like, you need to stay back. That's what I felt it was. And I was, I mean, I kind of got scared, because those are big animals. And my grandmother used to put tobacco in the water, and I was like, oh no, I forgot the tobacco. And usually I have like tobacco on hand when we go into the, you know, when we're out on the water, but I didn't have any tobacco that time. And so we just kind of crumpled up cookies and put them in the water, and then we carried on. So when we went out this last time, last week, and there was, the killer whales passed by, I remember to put the tobacco in the water, just to give thanks that that killer whales, because they're a big animal, they're, you know, one of the largest sea creatures in the ocean, and they hunt, and just to give thanks that they do not kill humans, and that they you know, that they're there, they're friendly. And so And the killer whale is also my clan. So this is a killer whale spray that's on my hand. It's tattooed on my hand, and so it's also to give thanks and honor the killer whale that is in the ocean and that they don't want to harm us in any way. So that was really neat too. I mean, they just kind of hung around throughout our trip, and it was beautiful. Just being out on the water with friends and family, and there is like a togetherness. We talk about things that we don't normally, maybe talk about in our day-to-day lives. It's more relaxed, and we're in a beautiful environment. Alaska's beautiful, Southeast Alaska's beautiful, but Ketchikan, I think, is really beautiful. And just being out together and sharing stories, or just even the experience of getting to know each other and to learn more about one another, even though you might see them every day, or I see Gloria all the time, and I see Ulap, but just to, even the jokes or even the stories or what we're sharing in our day-to-day life, just to know about one another more, I think is great. And it's kind of peaceful. It's peaceful hearing the ocean, being out in the woods when we were gathering. That was nice. I mean, all the birds, and this time of year is beautiful. You hear all I have a favorite bird. It comes up in June, and so I listen for my bird when it, in the woods, and then I get to share with other people, the name of it. I know a little bit about. I'm not a birder, but I do know a little bit about it. To share that information so that other people can hear it or listen for it in the summertime. So I think it's a great time to be with people and share what I know.